I have the other ones available in there.
Wait.
But
What? So, Luke, what are you drinking today? Coca-Cola.
Morning on the way to the gym and set my ukulele on top of the car and then drove off down the road.
I need to bow after that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Ojo! I learned my lesson from last time. What a welcome, thank you. I drink the most fruity drink imaginable.
It's laundry day.
it's laundry day.
So you always wear hats with laundry day.
I'm here to do you a favor, Jens. I just say no ukulele.
So how did you two meet?
Well, there's these places in San Francisco. I think they're called bathhouses.
It's like one of those things where everyone wants to focus on like the big events that happen, but day to day, what we're doing is we're on like some of our drawstrings, smoking weed, making comics. It's chill. It's so much fun, and like
Yes. Man, I'm not a YouTuber. I do this because I want to sell comic books. Woo! Yes! Woohoo! Yes, guys! It is Sunday! It is Sunday. This means another episode of A Drink with Brink, where I talk with other indie creators about their hopes and their dreams and their lives, but also their books and their campaigns. Because I'm done with mainstream. Corporate comics suck, and indie is where the passion is, guys. So yes, it's a weird weekend, a weird day. So for some reason, and I felt a bit awkward to post updates about my comic. It felt like weird, like insignificant. I'm making comics here, and meanwhile, stuff is going on, right? But life goes on, right? Life goes on, and we need this. We need like entertainment, and we need to help one another, you know. And in that wait, shall I show it now? No, wait. Let me first say hi to the chat. There were some people in the chat. Welcome all. By the way, Gorilla Mar. I won't be able to watch live, but I'll be watching the re-upload. All right. Hi from the re-upload. Jolly Green. Welcome, Jolly Green. Welcome. And I saw John's Longbox. Welcome, sir. Welcome, John. Holy shit. You have a big guest soon, right? On your own show. That's crazy. How do you get these huge guests on your show, man? That's nuts. Congratulations, and I'll be watching. Definitely. Welcome, Bristolian Dave. All right, me babbers. Hello, Dave. Nice to see you, sir. I hope all is well in the UK. I can watch for 45 minutes, then football's coming home. Yeah, come home, England. Yeah. I know. Don't feel awkward. I went live for 4 hours last night to talk comics, or I would have wallowed in anger. Yeah, it's a distraction, you know. It's a distraction. I get that. We need this. Yeah, we all got to do what we got to do, you know. Welcome, Darksiders Comics. Hail, guys, subscribe to Darksiders Comics channel for daily comic book reviews. And we have Wrangler in the chat. Welcome, Wrangler. Hail. Welcome, everyone. All right, guys. Before we bring on the wonderful guest for today, I want to show you guys something. We are going live with our next campaign in 2 weeks. Which will be Perfect 10 Book 5 and POWERTRIP Book 2. They will be launched together. Same campaign, so 2 new books, 1 campaign, right? But we have a like early bird thing going on. So for people who back early, they get something extra. And it was finished today. So I spent a lot of this. I spent a lot of money on this thing. This thing, and if you back early, you get this, right? And I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show it through X, but it didn't feel right. But we can show it right here because we're live, right? So let me try and find it for a moment. Window, there we go. All right, guys, let me show you, and then I'm going to explain to you what it is, right? Share. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Right, so Perfect 10, the campaign for Perfect 10 Book 5 and POWERTRIP Book 2 comes with a collection of 3 prints that combine into one image, like this. So everyone who backs early gets 3 prints that combine this image, plus you get a digital version, which is complete, and you can either print that or you can use it as a background for your computer or whatever. But I'm so proud of this. This is so cool. We just finished it like 1 hour back, right? This is so Paul Rodriguez drew this, Daniel Rodriguez colored it, and we will have a production video that's coming up. Also, I will post that later. But this is what you're going to get if you're back early. So don't forget, guys. Stop sharing. There was a little peeky. Right. Yeah, and you can still sign up. So sign up to the pre-launch page. The link is in the description of this video. Looks great. Thank you, John. Right. Okay, guys, it is time for the guest. Let's get this going. We have a wonderful new guest, never been on the show before, which is awesome. So I can introduce you to new people and new people to you. So let's do this. Let me see if I have the right thing going on. Yes, I have it set. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I have a very warm welcome for the guest of the hour, Mr. Ben Soto.
I love it. Thank you.
Welcome, Ben.
Hey, that intro that you've got is awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it makes me jealous. I wish I was better at video editing. That
Well,
looked awesome.
you know, if you want to have something like that made, reach out to a guy called Good Stuff on X.
Is he the one that
His
made
name
it for
is
you?
Good Stuff, just one word. And
Yeah.
he will make you, or I can send you the link to his profile, and he's happy to make something for you.
Awesome.
When are you going to invite me on? So if you want to get a, you know where to find me, John. Just reach out to me and we'll make it happen. But I'm booked for the next week and the week after also. So the 3rd week from now, you can be on. That's how it goes. I know I can't edit, right? Oh well, luckily we have a lot of people with different skills and talents within this community.
Yeah.
And we all love to work on each other's things and help each other. You know, that's really cool.
Yeah, and that print you showed, that looked amazing too.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much, Ben. I need to ask you the first question before we dive into anything.
All right.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Pepsi Nitro.
Pepsi Nitro?
Yeah. Have you ever had this?
I think once.
Yeah.
It's like Monster thing. What's called power drink?
It's got nitrogen. No, it doesn't have any extra stuff. It's just got nitrogen in it to make it smoother.
Ah.
And it sounds like a rocket ship. I'm going to open it right here next to me.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah. I got my cold mug here.
Woo. Wow.
I'll give you all the good stuff, all the sounds here. There we go. That's what I'm drinking today.
That's the sound from a commercial, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's how it sounds. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the Pepsi Max. You know, that's my thing. I'm always drinking the same thing. I'm pretty boring. So
nice.
But it's basically soda, right? You call it?
Oh yeah,
soda?
it's just soda.
In soda category. All right, Jens, we're drinking soda today.
Yep, let's have some soda. The water to drink when you don't have water. Cheers.
Love it.
Thanks, Jens. Thank you so much. All right. What is that? That was a special drink, right? Ben, welcome. And
Thank you.
so we've never really talked. We've talked a little bit, but
Right. Seen you around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So can you tell us a little bit about your connection with comics or your history with comic books?
Yeah, so when I was around 9 years old, I think I was in second grade, we had a teacher who had a spinner rack in the back. So whenever we would get done with work early, she would say, you can go to the back and read. And that was my first exposure to comic books. It was in the classroom.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
And what kind of comics were those?
She had like Amazing Spider-Man. She had
really?
A lot of
Good
Justice League stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic. Every school should have that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Not only do you learn the language because you want to, you want to read. You want to read comic books. In it's fun reading. It's especially when you're young, you rather read comics than like books, like novels, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a gateway drug to reading.
Plus, the superhero comics used to have like this little message, like be brave, heroes and villains,
Yeah,
So
definitely.
nowadays everything is muddled, but back then, some sort of good message there.
Yeah, there was.
Right. So that got you reading comic books and beyond that.
Yeah. So then I bought my first comic book probably about a year later or 2 years later. I went to a grocery store, and the grocery stores had spinner racks back then.
Yep, that's right.
And I picked up a G.I. Joe comic book, and that was the very first comic book I ever bought.
All right. Yeah. We all remember the first comic book that we bought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So what drew you to G.I. Joe?
Probably because I knew the IPs from the cartoons. You
watched the cartoons, right?
Right. So it was familiar to me.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Right. So the cartoons brought you to it. Okay. And then nowadays you make your own comic books. You are a writer, artist. What's your
both? I do a little bit of both.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Back in 2018, my brother and I decided to do our own comic book, and so we've been making our own comic books ever since.
All right. You started in 2018.
Yeah.
So your brother was also into comics, or did you drag him into this?
No, yeah, I think because he's my little brother, so his big brother's into comic books, so he's into comic books too.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And we just kind of grew up together.
Yeah.
Sharing comic books. I think he got deeper into G.I. Joe than I did. I kind of switched over to like Amazing Spider-Man. That was my favorite title growing up. Like the whole Mark Bagley era.
Oh, Mark Bagley. I love Mark Bagley.
Yeah.
Fantastic artist.
Yeah, because I didn't get into comics till I was, in the 90s. I was like 91, 92, so that's when I started
Sure, right.
getting to comics.
Okay, right. So was it because of your own age with interest, or was it more that the style changed, or books began to do something that you liked?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I guess I was always just drawn to Spider-Man because there was that Spider-Man His Amazing Friends cartoon that was out when I was a kid.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So I remember that, and so seeing the comic book, I was like, I'm gonna check this out, and I did, and it was just great. I love Peter Parker, and just that balance he always had to keep between his personal life and the superhero life, and I love that.
Right. You said the Ultimate Spider-Man, right? Was that the series that you jumped on?
Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man, right? The Ultimate was like some sort of reboot,
right?
Alternative thing,
right?
That you read that also that was also done by Bagley. Did you read that?
I did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a great run too.
Yeah. A lot of fun changes. Familiar but yet different, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's really clever.
Yeah, it was.
Right. Sure. Okay, so you liked Spider-Man, you liked so your brother read books, and you decided at some point we're going to make comics. What was the deciding factor?
I think because we loved them so much. We used to create our own characters when we were little kids, and Probably, I can't remember what year it was, but Wizard Magazine did like a whole article on Image Comics, and they were talking to Rob Liefeld, and Rob Liefeld was talking about, you know, the whole creative journey of being a self creator, just making up his own characters.
Mm-hmm.
And so we both just kind of decided, hey, that's what we want to do. And so as little kids, we just started drawing, you know, superheroes and coming up with our own characters, our own stories. But yeah, that's how it started.
So what was the first superhero that you created?
It was a character named Jet, and he was like this, almost kind of like Superman. He kind of like lived out in the farm.
Yeah.
And this like star fell from the sky, and he goes and gets the star, and it gives him superpowers, and he could fly around. And that was the first character I created.
Right. Darkseid's not a fan of Liefeld. Yeah. Nowadays, yeah, but back then, the 90s, it was all the rage, man. Like
It was, yeah, he was cool back then.
yeah, Maximum Press. You know, it's later Amazing, or was it? No, Awesome Comics. It was
Awesome Entertainment. Yeah.
That was it. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Jet. That's cool. Yeah, I remember my first creation also was a character called Starlight.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I was still in school. Anyway, so you created that. You wanted to make a comic. So when you decided you wanted to make a comic book, did you have the characters that you want to make a book with, or was that the point that you started to develop something specifically for the book?
No, that was just something I did on the side. My dream as a kid was always to go work for Marvel Comics. I wanted to draw Spider-Man.
Sure, yeah.
That was my dream
Yeah.
back then. It's not anymore. They've killed the character for me.
Yeah.
They're not the same characters they were when I was a kid. And so, you know, I remember reaching out to what's the name of that school? Kubert School of Art.
Mm-hmm.
And I ordered the catalog because my dream was to go to school there, then go work for Marvel. That didn't happen. I ended up going to college, majoring in visual studies, which is I want to be an art teacher, basically.
All right.
And so,
So why did you change course?
I think it just seemed more viable, you know, for getting a job, especially for my parents.
Yeah.
I want
no, you're not going to draw superheroes for a living.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's just a dumb dream. You're like
Yes.
like a rock and roll, you know, having that rock and roll dream. Like I'm gonna go become a rock star. Like that's not gonna happen for you. Don't do that. But yeah, so I kind of course corrected, I guess, and became a visual studies major. But that was always my dream, is to draw comic books.
Right, but you did something with your talent or with your interest, right?
Yeah.
So when right now you do something with your job inside that era, or
No, I work at a box company that create boxes, and I just do customer service. That's my day job. Yeah, so I don't do anything creative, which is great, because when I come home,
you do now.
I've got all this creative energy, you know.
Yeah.
And I can unleash it on my comic book creations.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Bristolian Dave says Mariners lost feet is too much to be a fan of Liefeld. Yeah. Some people love feet. This is true.
A little too much sometimes.
A bit too much, yeah. Right. Okay, so you met your brother. So you created something for this comic that you're doing right now. Did you create that together with your brother?
Yeah, with my brother and also a friend of mine, and then we hired Keith Gleason to do the lettering for the current book.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So this means all four of you or three of you. What kind of thing are you building?
So just me and my brother, we're kind of like the people that are publishing the book. It's our focus is in horror comics and just kind of mixing genres a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So like right now, what we're doing is anthologies, and that's what the current book is. But in the future, like we have this superhero mixed with horror character that's coming out that we're working on right now. But yeah, that's coming next year.
Okay, you have multiple things planned, and
Yeah.
what we're going to discuss today, that is your first project, or what?
It's it's kind of the second in a ways. Like we were doing single issues that were double features, and then after about 3 years, we collected those 3 issues, which was a total of 6 stories, and we called that Tricks and Treats Volume 1, and that was just a collection of those floppies. The book that I've got out now is Volume 2, and it's new stories that we created just within the last 2 years.
All right, let me bring it up. Tricks and Treats Volume 2. On FundMyComic. Is there a specific reason you picked FundMyComic as your platform?
Oh, just because all the shadow banning that's been going on in Indiegogo.
Did you do campaigns before this one?
Just one. I did one on Indiegogo like 2 years ago.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It went good. I think we funded in the first 24 hours, and then after that, it was a big sigh of relief, So that was great.
Yeah.
But I think the economy was still great back then too. It's a totally different landscape of
it's true
of backers. So much has changed since then.
Yeah. People tend to take some things for granted, right? Like the crowdfunding method. It's really cool that we have it, but it's so many factors that need to work, right, for this to be functional.
Right.
So anyway, Tricks and Treats Volume 2. Resurrect your Halloween spirit with Tricks and Treats Volume 2. A horror anthology filled with vampires, portals, Nazi occultism, skinwalkers, and ...
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We don't know.
To pique your interest.
Right. Okay. Your label is called Halloween Head Comics. That's because it's horror themed.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Tricks and Treats Volume 2. So what's the basic concept of Tricks and Treats?
It's a horror anthology. It just gives my brother and I some room to play with and come up with different types of stories. And just kind of practice our writing skills for those future books that we wanted to do. So,
all right.
Almost like a writer's sketchbook in a way. You think of it that way.
All right. Cool. Shall we look at the trailer?
Sure, yeah.
All right. There we go. Hope so. Die broek, hè?
The book, yeah.
It is the bridge, right? Die broek.
Right, the bridge, yeah.
Human bones! Oh, the lettering is nice.
Yeah, it's Keith Gleason. He did a fantastic job.
Nice. Oh, that's a long one.
Thank you.
San Fando. All right. Cool. All right.
So yeah, it's gonna be 100 pages.
100 pages. Holy
7
shit, dude.
stories. Yeah, 100 pages, 7 stories. I got 6
Whoa.
in there so far. I'm working on the 4th one, or the last one, the 7th one right now.
And all these stories are written by different people, or is it all you?
My brother and myself wrote most of the stories in here.
All right. Wow. Okay, so this is the team behind the book. Right. Okay. Look at this, man. This is fantastic.
Yeah. Preston Acevedo knocked it out of the park. He did a great
Holy
job.
shit, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Love this style.
Yeah, I love it. That werewolf looks ferocious.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't really remember what it reminds me of. It has a little bit of Stephen Platt influences.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Really nice. Colors also.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool. Right. So what can you tell us about this book, or about the concept, or whatever you want to talk about? Let's sell us this book.
Yeah, so it's an anthology, horror anthology. You know, if you love scary stories, you love Halloween and all things creepy, you're gonna love this book. If you like Twilight Zone, if you like, what's the other show called? Night Gallery. You know, just little vignettes, different
Night
stories.
Gallery?
Yeah,
I never heard of that.
yeah, it's another one of Rod Serling's show. After he did Twilight Zone, he
Really?
did Night Gallery. Yeah.
Night Gallery. There was this anthology series last year. What was it called? The Curiosities, something with curiosities.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was like seven short movies. Good stuff, man. It was really cool.
Cool.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah. So if you like anthology type stuff, like I said, like that, like Twilight Zone, you'll like this book. It's different stories, different things going on. None of it's connected. It's just all random stories.
All right, it's not connected. So how do you? What happens when you come up with one of these ideas? Is it random? Does it just happen, or do you need to sit down and work on the story? What's
No, yeah, we sit down, we work on the story. My brother and I like to listen to paranormal podcasts and listen to other people tell stories, scary stories, events that happen to them, and we like to talk about those things and just kind of come up with a story like, what if this happened, what if that happened. And...
Yes, that was it. The Cabinet of Curiosity.
Oh yeah, was that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay,
I think so. Yeah.
it sounds familiar.
Right. Okay, so basically your assignment is to come up with short horror stories. So how do you keep your stories short? Is that difficult?
It is. It's all about starting with the end, I think, for me anyways. Starting with the end, like where do you want to land, and then just trying to figure that, kind of plot that out to where
right,
you fit it within your limits.
Sure. Right. This is a different artist?
Yeah, that's Mario Williams.
Right. Oh, you did the colors?
Yeah, I'm the colorist on the entire book.
Really?
Yeah, except for the last story. My brother painted that. It's watercolor.
Right. You're a good colorist, man.
Oh, thank you.
It's really cool. This angle, this shot right here with the Dutch angle and the camera a bit low like this, really cool. I love that.
Yeah, I love Mario's artwork. It kind of reminds me of that 90s image style.
Yeah. And gives you a lot of room to color also, because it's like open, you don't have all this hatch work.
Right. Yeah, very clean.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I can imagine for a colorist that you like this open style.
Right.
All right. Italy, 1725. This is a particular story. What's the story here?
This one's called Cephas the Vampire. It's a revenge story, and it's a vampire who's kind of retelling his origin story when he was young and when he got turned into a vampire. Someone say Dutch angle? Yeah. And So he's at a monastery, and he kind of gets tempted by a small vampire to come away with him, and he gives him vampirism, basically. And he gets left out in the sun to die, but he survives that, and he comes back for revenge years later.
All right. All right, cool. Interesting color choices here. With the purple trees.
Right.
And we'll get, because this is like late, like it's at night,
Right.
probably, right?
Yeah.
So you get this weird color, but you just get it, right? Really cool.
Thank you.
Okay. San Nefando, that's the name of the story?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is written by my brother, and he did the artwork as well.
Oh, you're both artists.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and this is about a couple that goes for a drive, and as they're traveling, mysterious town kind of pops up out of nowhere. And
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so now their car breaks down, and so they're looking for help. And you keep on scrolling, they come across this church, right? And so the girl goes into the church, and there's these strange creatures inside.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like a Shadow over Innsmouth kind of story.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, it ends here. All right.
Yeah. These are just 4-page samples.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very... yeah, you can't show much from short
Right.
stories.
Right.
And then we have The Bridge, Die Brücke.
Yes, this is my favorite story. This is also written and drawn by my brother. And it's about this U.S. team that goes in to pull out a scientist they had sent in, or a spy that they had sent in to see what the scientists were up to here. And they end up discovering that they were creating this device called Die Brücke, which is the bridge, because they're trying to invade other locations, and they create this portal device. And there's all these strange occult things going on in this place.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Right. That's a good face. I reckon he got some reference here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. My brother drew it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. Guys, the link to this campaign is pinned in the chat. It's also in the description of this video. Go check it out. Go support it if it's anything that tickles your fancy. If you like horror, if you like short stories, this is 100 pages. And it seems like a lot of this is done. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's mostly done. It's just 4 pages left that I got to finish.
Oh,
and
cool.
It should be done here in about 4 weeks or so.
Right, here you decided on a different effect with
so
coloring.
This one, the way I colored it was trying to give it that old 80s EC style, where it's that dot matrix coloring, where if you look really closely, it's like little dots of color.
Yeah.
And we just thought it would be fun to do it that way. And then Keith did an awesome job of offsetting the white bubbles with the outlines, so you can see a little bit of that overlap, and it's just really cool.
Yeah, really nice.
Gives it a nice vintage feel.
Yeah, they used to do this with sheets, right? With colored sheets, they put it over there.
Yeah.
That was a lot of work. Holy shit. All right, fun. What's the story about?
So this is about a guy who's being followed by a demon of some kind, and he goes to his house to grab his gun to protect his wife from it. And there's a little twist ending there at the end.
And the streets are completely empty.
Right. You can kind of see the creature by the stop sign in the background.
Oh, here. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. And then when he turns, it's gone.
Mysterious.
Yeah.
There he is again with a red mask.
Yep.
Here's your color choice again with the purple.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want? Leave me alone. Across the sea, a deep-sea diver goes treasure hunting and discovers an ancient city and its occupants. Okay.
Yeah, so this is all watercolor by my brother. And this one is probably the longest story. It's 30 pages long.
Okay. Yeah, that's almost a third of the book.
Yeah.
I like how you chose different styles for each story.
Yeah, we wanted to create a different vibe for each one.
Yeah.
To kind of put you in a different mood when you're reading each one.
Which is difficult when you do most of
Right.
the artwork, right? You have to
Yeah.
switch things up somehow. Right. And this is about this story? Across
Yeah,
the
it's about
sea?
the
Oh, yeah. All right. The
deep
deep
sea
sea
diver.
diver goes treasure hunting and discovered an ancient city. Right. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a remarkable style. This. So is it actual watercolor or is it digital?
Yeah, it's real
Actual
watercolor.
watercolor. All right.
Yeah, he did several paintings and then pieced them together in Photoshop.
Oh, right. Yeah. Wow. You can sell each little
Right.
picture, its own little art
Yeah.
piece, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we have the covers. So people, this is hardcover. This book.
It's soft cover. It's going to be
Softcover,
like a graphic
right.
novel. Yeah.
Sure.
Trade paperback. Yeah.
All right. You can get basically the colored version with the trade dress and the virgin black and white.
Right.
All right. Cool. Nice, says Darksiders Comics. Yeah, and swag. Every book comes with bookmark, sticker, button, wristband. Well, you get a lot of stuff. This bookmark is pretty cool. This is looks nice.
Thank you.
You can't see the mouse. I'm pointing with the mouse, but you can't see it. Yeah, sweet. Shirts. Right, you can buy a shirt with your logo on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the cover image. Yeah.
Yeah. Halloween. Because all right, yeah. Cephas?
Yeah, that's the vampire story.
Oh, that's his name?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mugs.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's see. You have 4 backers in 12 days. So and you have 48 days to go. You have a fairly low goal, 500, right?
Yeah.
I think we need to refresh with FundMyComic. If you back, guys, let me know in the chat. Post it in the chat. 4 backers. What did you do for promotion? Did you go on streams? What was your strategy?
Yeah, we try to build up like our own channel, but we're still fairly new, to Comicsgate and the indie, scene, and so we're still trying to gain traction.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm doing some other streams. Like I'll be on Keith Gleason's show next week.
Next week you have a show. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you need to grind. You need to grind. That's the game nowadays.
Yeah.
Right, you sell a digital book for $10. You have 100 pages digital book. That's great. So anywhere, because you told me beforehand you don't ship overseas, but
Right.
people can get the digital comic. So
Right.
they can still support you.
Yep.
That's great. That's for $10, 100 pages, guys, and it was 7 stories.
Yeah, 7 stories.
7 stories. All right.
Yep.
All right. If you digital 3-pack, what's this?
So you'll get volume 1 and volume 2.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Volume 1 is also 100 pages.
It's I want to say it's like 94 pages or so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just under 100.
And a digital copy of The Frightening Adventures of Little Jack. What's that about?
That is about a kid who finds this magical pumpkin that gives him superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kid friendly book.
All right. So it's still within the horror
Right.
genre, but for
Yeah.
kids.
Right.
That sounds difficult to write.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is because especially with me, because my mind tends to lean darker, and I got to pull that back. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to scare these kids. You know, it's just trying to make it
I
entertaining.
I know it. I know, man. It's so difficult, right? When I started some of my titles, I was like, this needs to be all. It needs to be accessible for children, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I never make it right. I want to put in all this crazy shit. Um, right, the physical book for $30. You get the book plus the extras. Wristband. That's original. And it includes the digital also, which is always nice. Some people just like to collect and then they read the digital, right? Cover A, and then we have the cover B, which costs exactly the same. The black and white version. I think I prefer personally. I prefer this one because the
No, yeah, it's nice. It's a beautiful
artwork
drawing.
is so cool, man.
Yeah, it is.
This also beautiful, right? But I think without all the text, and I think I prefer this. Both covers for 55. Cool. Darkside says, "All right, need to go." Yeah, he's going to watch the soccer game. Do you watch the soccer game, Ben?
I don't. No.
You don't? Oh no, me neither. I'm not really a sports guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm like a nerd who likes comics.
Exactly. I'm too much of a nerd.
All right, for $60 you have the book and sketch. You get a sketch?
Yeah, get a sketch commission, whatever you want.
A commission? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. And what's the 6.5 inch and 10 inch? That's like
it's the size of the book. So
size book, right? Size book. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are there other examples of one such commission? I see it here. Small.
Yeah. I think that's it. I should put bigger examples, shouldn't I? In there.
But these sketches look pretty intricate, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
They are?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we use we'll use washes, not just drawing, but use ink and ink washes to make it look nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, Dave. Soccer is called football. Yeah, I know. We call it football here.
Yeah,
in the
it's because I'm American, so.
Yeah, that's why
you're talking my language. Soccer. Yeah.
I'm trying to adapt to the viewers and to the guest. Soccer. Cool. Yeah, this is a fantastic deal. So you get the book and you get your own sketch. This is more than just a sketch. What I can see, this is like it has like gray tones.
Right.
So what is this? Like pastel or aquarelle? What kind of?
It's just ink washes.
Yeah. Ink wash, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I should try to. If I were you, I should try to blow it up to put some example and sell this. Put this somewhere that people can see. Well, they can get their own drawing. People love that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I need to do that.
All right, and then we have the book and sketch.
Yeah, so that first one's for my brother. This one's from me.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. So are you like competitive with your brother? Like when you
not
draw?
at all.
No.
No.
Oh.
No, we have such different styles that we don't really step on each other, in any way. So.
Yeah. All right, $75 shipping, trick or treat bag. You get the whole shebang.
Yep, you get it all.
A numbered physical ash can of Frightening Adventure of Little Jack, number 1. Yeah. All right. So is that your printed catalog now? Is that Frightening Jack plus Tricks and Treats, both books? You have 3 books out, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it says Little Jack 0, so maybe you have number 1, but
that's going to be next year. Next year will be number 1.
Right.
Yeah. This is kind of like a little preview adventure of his.
Right. All right. And you have shirts. You can What's this? Medium 4XLT. What is what? All right. In my country, this is not really a thing. So what is this? 4XLT?
That's like for tall, long and tall. Yeah, for tall people.
Long. Oh, long and tall. Oh,
Yeah.
really? Right. That's like the biggest shirt you can get.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Cool. For $5 you get a print. So you can get print separately. All right. Nice. Mug. And you have like 3 other pages, so people can check it out. Everything you got, right?
Yeah.
It's really cool. Okay. So if you like horror and you like short stories, you like comics in different styles, check this out, guys. Tricks and Treats, Volume 2. Let me refresh. You never know. You never know, Ben.
Yeah.
It can happen. It can
Right.
happen. But football, so people are watching football right now.
Soccer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, okay. Is there, before we end this, before we close down this page, is there something that you want to tell people about this? Some last thing that they need to know or something?
No, just if you like horror, if you like Halloween, give us a shot, give us a try. I think you'll find a story that you like in here. And thanks for your time.
Excellent. Right. All right, guys. Then let me share this for a moment because you have 2 weeks left. Not even, almost 2 weeks left to sign up to Perfect 10 Book 5 Power Trip Book 2. This is pure superhero stuff, guys. If you love superheroes, I work with Paul Rodriguez. He worked on the Justice League America. He did work for Marvel. And now he's working with me. That's absolutely nuts. I don't know how this happened, but it happened. And look at this. This is crazy. Guys, this campaign will have 2 books. So we have book 5 of the Perfect 10 series, and we have book 2 of Power Trip. And Power Trip is also a anthology series with shorter stories, all taking place in the Jamie Comics universe, with where we showcase different new superheroes or new concepts, right? Because we have so many characters, we can't give them all their own title, but when we can show them in the pages of Power Trip. That's the plan. And we have this early bird special with a really, really cool gift that I showed at the beginning of this stream. So if you missed it, rewatch that. You don't want to miss that, right? All right, stop the screen. Ben, thank you for being my guest for today and showing us your campaign, sir.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome. You have a lot of work to do with your campaign. You have 4 backers right now. You need a lot more to get funded. So I hope you can get out there and get more eyes on it.
Yeah.
Right. So good luck with that.
Thank you.
And special thanks to the chat, to everyone who showed up today. And if you're watching from the replay, thank you so much. If you like this conversation, give it a like. If you didn't like the conversation, give it a dislike. And I'm very sorry. I will be back next week with a new episode of A Drink with Brink. And wait, we have to ask Jens. Jens, what did you think about today's show?
Sorry, Dave. I was not paying any attention because I was so distracted by you always touching your glasses.
Not at all. Jesus. Oh, right. Sorry about that, guys. So sorry. All right. Thanks, everyone, for showing up, and see you next week. Bye.